Jannik Sinner's grandmother's secret role revealed in surprising Wimbledon backstory. At the French Open, Jannik Sinner was just 1 point away from securing his first major title on clay. It could have also been his second Grand Slam title of the year. But Carlos Alcaraz snatched a victory from the jaws of defeat and managed to keep his crown intact over there. We all witnessed how emotional Sinner's mom was throughout that epic five-setter. 35 days later since that major heartbreak, Sinner managed to turn the tears of sorrow into the tears of joy by claiming his first Wimbledon triumph. Arms in the air, kneeling on the ground, it was more like a sigh of relief and an expression of accomplished mission, more than anything else. Shortly after securing the victory against the same opponent, Alcaraz, he went on to hug his mom, who became a bit emotional to see his son finally manage to get to the other end of the finish line this time at the major event. Talking about his parents, Sinner's father, Johan, used to be a chef at a local ski lodge in Italy, while his mother, Siglinde, served as a waitress. Speaking about his parents, who played a key role in his tennis journey, Jannik Sinner once said, "I wish that everyone could have my parents because they always let me choose whatever I wanted to." But do you know that, other than his parents, there is another individual who perhaps has the recipe for Sinner's incredible success? Well, in a recent interview with Corriere dello Sport, a postman from Dabbiaco named Luca shared insights about Jannik Sinner and his family. He has been delivering letters to the Sinner family for years now, and according to him, their family is like any other family, a bit reserved and kind. Jannik Sinner grew up in that house, and he still maintains a connection with his homeland without ever flaunting it, claims the postman. Further on, he said, "Delivering the newspaper to Sinner's grandmother is part of my daily routine. Every now and then, we exchange a few words, and she thanks me with some homemade sweets. Once, she offered me some nigellin, typical sweets from Alto Adige. They were truly delicious. I told her that perhaps I had discovered the secret of her grandson's talent lay entirely in her sweets. She laughed and replied that perhaps I wasn't entirely wrong." Luca then spoke about his face-to-face meetings with Jannik Sinner and how kind, humble the world #1 is as a person. Once, he even got the chance to click a picture with Sinner at that place. Following his Wimbledon triumph, Jannik Sinner swiftly took a flight from London and landed in Italy for a brief time to drop his parents over there before continuing his journey to Nice, France. All he now intends is to enjoy some time off the court in Monte Carlo before getting back to business for the North American hardcourt swing. As per reports, he may head back to Siglinde before starting his preparations for the US Open. Other than the postman, even Thomas Sommer, the mayor of Siglinde, also recently spoke about Sinner's incredible success. He said, "It's incredible. These are historic moments for all of us, for Sesto, for all of South Tyrol, for all of Italy, but Jannik has so many commitments. Thinking of a celebration is very difficult. Perhaps we could organize something in the future." Talking about the 2025 Wimbledon, there were a lot of permutations and combinations put on in the tennis world surrounding the final match. In fact, literally most of the experts had picked Carlos Alcaraz as a clear favorite in this tournament. But Jannik Sinner's brilliance proved them wrong. Jannik Sinner's Wimbledon triumph draws praise from American legend. Previously, when asked to pick his favorite at the 2025 Wimbledon Championships, Andy Roddick stated that he thinks Carlos Alcaraz is a clear favorite to win the title this year. However, with his 4-6, 6-4, 6-4, 6-4 win over Carlos Alcaraz in the final, Jannik Sinner not only became the first Italian man to win Wimbledon, but he also became the first player born since 1990 to defeat multiple reigning men's singles champions at Grand Slam events. Reacting to his incredible triumph at SW19, Andy Roddick said, "I will tell you when I think I am right. I will tell you when I am wrong. I did not see it going that clearly in Sinner's direction on this surface. I just really didn't. He played such a tactically sound match, pulled the trigger at the right time up the line, but dominated the middle of the court. I could not have been more impressed with Jannik Sinner." He praised Jannik Sinner's tactically sound performance at the Wimbledon final. Can Sinner keep his incredible run intact and bring home yet another major title this season? Well, at the 2025 US Open, he will have the chance to defend his title. It has been almost 17 years since anyone has defended the title in New York. Roger Federer did it way back that time. Can Jannik Sinner be the next?